Hey guys, welcome to my channel, Coco Below. Happy New Year, hope you're doing well. If it's your first time here, welcome. If you're welcome back, I know it's been a while, but I'm back, okay? This year I'm here for good. How do I save money? How do I manage my money? Especially when you're in uni and you just don't have access to a lot of money. There's a couple of things that I would like to share that I think you can do, that I'm trying to do for myself especially. The first thing I would like to say is, before you start doing anything, it's so important to know yourself. Know who you are, know how you spend your money, where's your money going, look at your bank statements. What is the most, is it Pizza Express? Pizza Express is even fancy, this is why I don't have money. Domino's, or is it Pizza Hut, or is it Zara, is it Bershka? Where are your biggest expenditures? Like, I know for myself, for example, my top things are food, clothing, and it's not even just food, like buying food for like a weekly shop, it's like going out to eat. And I won't even pick the nice cheap places, I will pick the most, ones that look nice and they're a bit more pricey, and my bank account is crying now because of that. So I'm learning, and I know, and I've identified that that is my problem. Now that I've identified the problem, I now know how to tackle it. Do you know what I mean? Like, you want to know that, okay, if Zara's the problem, then maybe I shouldn't walk past Zara. I've created 5 points that I think should help you with your savings and just, getting out of bad money habits. The first one is budgeting. It's so important to budget, like how much you spend in a month, how much you spend in weekly, how much do you spend in a year, having always every 3 months, every 6 months, however you want to look at your expenses. It's so important to budget, and I've always kind of budgeted, but I've never stayed within my budget. And there's so many tips to staying in budget, so giving yourself a reasonable budget. If you know that you spend a lot of money, maybe you're spending £70 a week, but you budget yourself £20 a week, the likelihood of you spending £20 a week or going over that £20 a week is very high. So you want to give yourself something realistic that you can achieve. If you need help with budgeting, you can use spreadsheets. There's so many online that you can use. You can use apps. I use Yolt to budget, but I also use Monzo. So Monzo is how I kind of put my money. So I put my weekly money in my Monzo account, and then I know that this is my weekly amount of money, and if that money ends in my Monzo, it's over. That is how I'm managing my money at the moment. The second tip I have for saving money is Roundups. So when you go to the shop and you spend, £4.50 here, £2.79 there, you could basically round up those little extra pennies to the nearest pound. So if I spend £4.50 on my Monzo app, it rounds it up to £5, and the remaining 50p will go to a certain pot that I've created. And there's such a good way to save money, because realistically, those little 20p's, 30p's, 40p's, you don't really think about it, and by the time you're done, yes, I got my yearly roundups in my Monzo, and Monzo last year I wasn't using that often, but my yearly roundups were £55, so I've just easily saved £55 without even trying to save £55. So, the third one is cutting costs. So this is something that you can you're not really changing what you're doing necessarily, but you're just looking at a different way to do it. So for example, if you usually took the bus to a certain place, you can walk instead, and I've been walking so much more and I feel so much healthier. If it's something that's as long as it's less than an hour of a walk, now I would happily walk it, and I enjoy walking, and the more you walk, the more calories you burn in, the better it is for your heart. So it's a win-win situation. Also, when it comes to shopping, swapping to Aldi rather than Sainsbury's, big up Aldi, honestly, Aldi, I love you. Aldi is such a good one for students, or for anyone really. It's such a cheap shopping place. I get all my groceries for £10 to £15 weekly, and sometimes if I do a £30 shop, that will last me a month. So that's the non-perishables, but you'll buy loads of fruit, veg, all the healthy stuff in Aldi. The next one I have is shots will be fired, and you might feel a bit I'm talking to you, and yes, it is for you, it's for me, it's for all of us. There is rice at home. Go home and eat your food at home. Make yourself meals at home. I just found that I spent so much money because I don't want to cook, and I was just being lazy. And I don't even mind cooking, I actually quite enjoy cooking, but I was being lazy. And now that I've started spending less money out and cooking at home, I find it so much harder to stay within my budget. So much easier, to stay within my budget, because I'm not spending so much money on just buying food. And it adds up, maybe you're spending £5 here, £4 here. If you're spending £7 every day just eating out, if you put all that money together and buy yourself the ingredients to make a meal, you'll make some really good meals that will last you ages, and probably you'll be able to turn that into 2 weeks worth of food. So stop eating out. You know, treat yourself sometimes, eat out if you want to, but just don't do it every day. There's food at home, you know, you have a cooker for a reason, it's not there for decoration. Yeah, my last point is to plan your outings. Make sure that you know how many times you usually go out. Can you afford to go out that many times? If not, adjust that, change that. If you want to go out a certain number of times, budget how much you're allowed to spend on those outings. You know, sometimes you will have to say no to going out, and that's something that I've struggled to understand because I love going out, I'm always out. But now this year I'm actually having to be like, no, sorry, I can't afford it this week, maybe next week, or just picking which ones I'd rather go to. Like, it's so hard, and I know it's difficult if you're like me, but just plan everything you're doing and just make sure that you're staying within your budget. It's so much easier. Eat at home before you go out, then you won't order a fat meal. You know, see how you can make it work for yourself as much as it comes to like going out and spending money. So yeah, good luck guys. I hope you save money this year. I hope you manage your finances properly this year. You know, it's so important for us to be financially literate. This is the time to learn. I hope that you learn well. If you enjoyed this video, you know, like it, subscribe, let me know how you're saving money, share it with your friends. Just, you know, all of that interaction is so important. But yeah, thanks for watching guys, and I hope to see you very soon.